Greetings, this is Vane and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 2. Okay. You see a patrol of Avernum guards. They don't look like they've been in any tough fights recently. They must not spend much time in the north. Their captain seems to recognise you. He says, "Hello friends, nice to see you in this area. If you're going to be in the area for a while, I'd appreciate if you keep your eyes open. There's some Empire spies wandering around. They've been pretty careless, so you might be able to spot them." This wrecked area is a ruin twice over. It was the location of one of Avernum's first city, but is abandoned in favour of better sites. Then, after the Slith Wars, Avernum tried to build a new city here. Alas, early in the war, during an daring Empire raid, the raiders razed it to the ground. Now there is nothing but a broad swathe of rubble. There is also the potential for great things should peace ever return to your land. Near Fort Remote. Okay. Now entering Fort Remote. See the remains of a large ruin. You see the remains of a ruined building. It was clearly destroyed by several large fiery impacts. This must be one of the few remaining sections of the first Fort Remote. The fort was destroyed several years ago by a horde of demons created by the evil Lord Grahoth. Grahoth was slain by a band of legendary heroes not long after the destruction of Fort Remote. The fort was rebuilt not long after. Yep, that was the events of Avernum 1. Remember that? Blessed Spear. Read the sign. In memory of the first bold defenders of the last Fort Remote. In memory of the bold defenders of the last Fort Remote who died fighting evil, may they always be remembered. There is a young, pretty woman sitting below a tree. She has a nasty curved knife at her belt. She doesn't get up when you approach. I am Angarad, the quartermaster here. I'm on my break though. Sit and relax. Are you looking for any supplies in particular? I'm glad you asked that, travellers. We could use some wine. Good, cheap wine, of course, because we're on a budget. Just the thing to get my shoulders where they're going, and quick. I'll give you a good price too. Why are you sitting out here? I'm taking my break before returning to my toil. How is it you toil in Fort Remote? I'm the quartermaster. I get the supplies from Darman. I keep the weapons sharp, that sort of thing. Do you get enough supplies? Barely. The Rakshai keep killing off the merchants. Or the Rakshasi. Magical cat people. A bunch of them came from the surface with the Empire and attracted to easy prey and easy loot. There's a fortress full of them to the east. Fortunately, they don't come here, so you're safe from them now. Just be careful when you head east. Thank you for talking to me. Fort Remote version 2.0. There is an aging wizard here, reading rituals from a dog-eared spellbook. When you approach, he closes the book and looks up at you. Greetings, adventurers, for I can tell from your look that must be what you would be. I am Phraatus. We need to find a wizard named Thompson. Have you seen him? Phraatus looks startled. He looks around and bends close to you. Yes, he came here. He is in hiding below. He is convinced that the Empire wished to destroy him. He came here one night and next morning disappeared. Before he was gone, though, he told me the secret of his hiding place should someone need to find him. We definitely need to see him. He said that to find him, you must look behind the painting in the eastern guest room. Press the button there and you can enter his chambers. Can you help me with something else? What is it you are studying? I'm preparing spells of defense. What sort of spells do you use? Nothing complicated. Mass haste, strength spells and such. Things for when the Empires attack. Should you expect an attack then? They've been pretty quiet recently, but you never know. This fort is well defended enough to withstand their assaults, especially because of the runes. Can you tell us more about the runes? The outer wall is supplemented with runes enchanted with powerful defensive magic. I help create them. When we wish, anything near to them is blasted to dust. Our walls are magically hardened as well. This fort can fall, but it will take a mighty blow to defeat it. Something else. Can you teach us any magic? He asked nervously. Oh, you adventurers, all right. Always looking for advantage where you can get it. But I must disappoint you. I'm not a teaching mage. I don't have the knack. A middle-aged woman with very long, very curly scarlet hair. She's studying maps of her desk. She looks up at you and smiles guardedly. Her eyes, piercing and analytical, sweep over you. She says, I'm Commander Laurie, daughter of Rourke. Welcome. Most commanders we met were looking for higher adventures. But how about you? Are you the commander of this fort? Yes. As well, my father was before me. I organise our defences and prepare for Empire attacks. May I ask what happened to your father? My father was slain when a horde of demons destroyed the old fort Remote. You can still find the old fort's ruins just to the east. When he died, I joined the army and rose up to his position in order to take his place. She looks down at her unusual garb and smiles. As you see, I've made my way in my own style. I take it you don't care for uniforms. I don't like uniforms and I don't like uniform thinking. The Empire's forces in this area are unusual and this fort needs to be unusual to deal with them. The enemy forts are unusual in what way? There are two large Empire outposts to the west, Koftar and Angeric. They're unusual places, each in its own ways. What is Koftar like? Koftar is a site of magic and magical experimentation. Strange creatures come from there, including huge, amazingly strong mutant giants, not the sort of thing an ordinary soldier has to deal with. How are the defences of Fort Remote? Our defences are much better now than they were than when this fort was destroyed. They have to be. Do you get many Empire raids? They haven't attacked in a while, which is strange, since while the Emperor doesn't have many troops to the west, if they broke past us they could run wild through the Great Cave. So I'm preparing our defences and looking for opportunities to attack. That reminds me, I'm always looking for adventurers to go on missions. Most commanders we've met are looking to hire adventurers. How about you? The Empire can get small groups past us, so we don't know how we in turn can send spies to the rest. To do this, we need a blue pass, so I can make forgeries. Bring me one and I'll try to earn you a promotion at the castle. Okay. Guest quarters. You see a holy woman. Most of the fortress of Avernum have a holy person stationed there, and she must be Ford Remotes. She paces about praying silently to herself. She seems agitated. I am Mother Madge. Is all well with you, my lady? Perhaps one day. Right now I'm preparing myself. People here need my protection. How do you prepare yourself? I'm storing my energies to cast spells should we be attacked. What sort of attack do you anticipate? We don't know what manner of bizarre creatures will come from the west next. Demons, undead, mutant giants, we don't know, and we prepare the best we can. Are you the priestess of Fort Remote? Yes. I look after the poor soldier stationed here, and I look after the shrine. Is it difficult to look after? Not really, but it's not complete. The Ankh, the symbol of healing and the life of the elder, is a crude and crumbling thing. I wish I had a better symbol for it, but there's none to be found, and there are no resources to forge a new one. I wish a new Ankh could be found, and I wish a lot of things. Anything else you can heal me with? Okay. Right, have a nice day. Rest for a few hours. This must be the painting you read about in Blosk. You look behind it as promised, you find a button. Push the button. Press the button and the wall south slides out of the way. This message gate is closed and locked, and the keyhole is surrounded by runes. You try your keys, but none of them work. Okay, so that's Thompson's letter. Found Thompson. Tunnels show slightly upward to the east. Rocks have been cleared away along its left, forming a rough path. Tiger's Den, okay. We're not tangling with the Rakshasi just yet, because that's clearly there they are. So it's been abandoned for some time. The walls are falling in. Silver soldiers wearing the armour of Avernum are sitting around a campfire in front of it. They wait for you to approach. When you get close, you shoulder shift away before your eyes. Then they're gone. They were an illusion. You realise it is a trap. They turn around only to find you've been ambushed. See a group of soldiers who are wandering around and careful at things. When you get close to them, they appear very nervous. So approach and talk to them. When you walk up, they panic and draw their weapons. You can see from now they're aware of makeup on their faces covering their healthy skin tone. They're from the surface. They must be Empire spies. We're definitely out of our depth here. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to head back east even. To have a look at our quests. Got lots of quests, but we need to do them in some sort of order. Wine for Fort Blue Glass, replace Ant Copper plans, or endowment and kill them. Silly. Got 3 crystal souls. Say Gladica. Fire the Zerg. Destroy the Serpent Cult. Okay. Pick the pan. Okay. Time for us to head back. We need a room for the night. Guys, I'm sure you said Major clearance requires to go up there. You say you have it. Pulls a scroll out of his part region, puts it away. Alright, you can go up, but be careful, there's strong magic there. There's a narrow passage climbing up to a central room with black stone. Protective runes fill the corridor and the air crackles with energy. There's a dangerous power in the air here. No wonder the mages don't spend much time in here. The central chamber glows and crackles with power, all of it emanating from a huge glowing portal. It's twice your height and dominates your attention. A portal with this power could carry you hundreds of miles or blast you into a million tiny pieces. Let's have a look. When you get close to the centre of the chamber, portal gathers some sound power research. Demon steps out of the maelstrom, sees you and laughs. It waves a clawed hand. More hellspawn appear around and attack. No wonder there are no mages up here. We're going to ignore that for now. Can you identify something for me? Yes. Energy pulse. Okay. O kind priestess, can you heal us? To your dumbfounding. You march down this narrow, isolated tunnel. After a while, you stop. You clearly hear hissing. It grows louder quickly, coming ahead of you. You start to back away, but a band of citizens array come into sight, surrounded by huge snakes. They're all moving impossibly fast. They must be hasted. They charge after you. So we can't do that yet. Head back further. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here. This has been Vane doing a Let's Play of Avernum 2. If you like what you see in here, be sure to like, subscribe, share and comment. Please consider sponsoring me on Patreon, and until next time, goodbye.